Hello. Welcome and thank you for joining me today. My name is Lycia B. I'm an English VTuber from the United States, and today we're going to be playing the Trolley Problem and to see if I'm a moral, corrupt human being. Uh, let's continue the game.
Actions speak louder than words.
Right.
Welcome to Trolley Problem Inc., founded to help people travel safely across the nation. All our employees must show three core values: responsibility, integrity, and respect.
Right.
With that in mind, let's start your training. There's a runaway trolley barreling down the railway tracks. On the tracks are 5 people unable to move. You're next to a lever. If you pull this lever, the trolley will switch to a different set of tracks. However, you notice there is a person on the other track. What do you do? Oh, you're going to kill someone. This isn't how I thought I was going to start my day. I hope that person's family and friends will forgive you. Usually we don't expect candidates to kill someone on their first day, but we'll give you the benefit of the doubt on this one. Just think a little more before acting next time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This test will focus on the first principle, responsibility. Here's Polly. She's 5 years old. While she loves to play in the sand with her dolls, she dreams of looking after the world. Polly's destiny is to grow up to be a
Yep.
good doctor. A trolley is heading towards another 5 people. You're next to a lever. If you pull this lever, the trolley will derail and descend down a hill heading for the park's sandpit. You notice that Polly is in the sandpit, sculpting her dream hospital. What do you do?
I'm not gonna pull the lever.
Not saving them just because they aren't as cute as Polly.
Exactly.
I wonder if any of the 5 are children. Or maybe all of them. That is an odd take on being responsible. The dictionary definition: to be the primary cause of something and so able to be blamed or credited for it. Are you to blame for those 5 deaths? The end justifies the means.
No, because last time we killed Polly, right?
The key to this test is integrity. This is Tyrone. He is
Nukian's
connected to a
like, what's this
suspicious
we?
law firm who enjoys binge-watching crime shows. Tyrone is a very large man. You don't really know anything else about him apart from the fact that he has a severe phobia of trains. Now we're upping the ante. You are on a bridge with Tyrone, watching a trolley speeding towards 5 people again. You can only stop it by deliberately pushing Tyrone off the bridge, blocking its path. Do you push Tyrone off the bridge, or let the train hit 5 people? You're going to push him, even though you know full well he's terrified of trains. Causing a man's death is different to allowing someone to die as collateral damage.
Sorry, Tyrone.
The cleaning company with the best reviews are Happy Cleaning Limited. Who knew one body could make so much mess? You're going to have to tip them well. A cat has 9 lives. Now for the final core value, respect. It seems we've run out of resources to continue your testing. I'm going to need you to go and grab some mannequins. You will need to take the next trolley, so don't get distracted by that dog. The trolley leaves in 1 minute.
Oh no, I'm gonna be
There's
late.
a dying dog down on the tracks. No trolleys will use that line today, so the dog will not be hit. You're in a rush. Do you kill the dog, putting it out of its misery, or leave it to die,
Uh,
alone?
uh
Let nature take its course. Don't listen to the yelps. I couldn't leave it there, to die alone.
yeah, last time I killed the dog. I
When you
mean,
respect something, you're meant to care about its feelings and wishes. Instead, you just left it there to die.
it's not like I was jumping off to go save it.
If you play with fire, you'll get burned. Oh, great. I've just heard those kids are back. They keep sneaking down onto the tracks. With all the training from this week, you should be able to decide a straightforward outcome for these reprobates. Just remember, respect, responsibility, and integrity. 5 trespassers have snuck down onto the trolley line even though signs warn them of the dangers. The trolley is currently heading for a co-worker. Do you let your co-worker die or sacrifice the delinquents?
Um,
If the
do you let me?
trespassers weren't there, you would change the path, right?
No, wait. Should I? Oh, I don't know.
Guess you value criminals over co-workers then. Noted.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Kill the child.
You killed 5 kids. All right then, I guess your results for the first week are in. I'll run these up the flagpole and see what the suits upstairs think. Dear Sir or Madam, we have been following your exemplar practice this week at Trolley Problem Inc. and would like to thank you for your hard work, especially when some challenging decisions had to be made. We would like to invite you to take employment at the Trolley Health Corporation, THC. This is a prestigious position and was created to help keep the public safe through all walks of life. The best laid plans go astray. It looks like you've impressed someone upstairs with last week's answers. You've been transferred to the Trolley Health Corporation, THC. THC is stoic, focusing more on justice, temperance, courage, and wisdom. We'll start with justice. Today, you'll be in A&E. A young male has come in from a car accident and urgently needs a heart transplant. There's only one in the hospital, and this heart is scheduled to be given to an elderly man waiting upstairs. He will surely die without it. Who should get the heart? Sounds like his car may have caused the accident. News just in, the young male has alcohol in his blood. Was he driving?
I don't know.
You made an excellent choice. Well done. The elderly man deserved that heart much more. Oh. Oh, wait. Did you save the young guy? Oh. You can't win them all. You're late. The hospital is rammed. Every staff member has their hands full, so you're going to have to go out on the ward and help the sick, gross, decaying people. Remember, temperance. Restrain yourself and think it through. A patient has begged to be euthanized. Euthanasia is currently illegal. You will have to be the one who gives the lethal dose. You will need to look into their eyes and end their life. What do you do?
I don't know. Legal treatment or euthanize. I could go to jail though.
The family will be thankful. They can still feel good about sending flowers.
Don't judge me, please, too harshly.
They're undercover. This could be a sting operation.
That's true. It could be.
Oh, wow. You actually did it. I thought you would have learned not to kill people by now.
I agree with 39.44 players worldwide. Going to jail.
Be slow in choosing, but slower in changing. The last few days have been tough. It was only a week ago you were on the trolleys. Today should be easier. You have a choice to make which some people would see as a good problem to have. It's just going to take courage. You have 5 patients. Each needs a different organ, but no organs are available. A healthy young traveller comes in for a routine checkup. Their organs are compatible with all 5 dying patients. Do you kill the tourist and use their organs to save the 5 in desperate need? That's 1 life for 5. Crikey!
I don't know.
Now?
I don't know. I think I should leave the
You
tourist.
have to kill the innocent traveller.
Eh, true. I don't have to.
Another day, another death on your hands. You probably should have looked into his background. Looks like he was a surgeon into
No.
improving vaccines. Hopefully that won't be an issue.
Darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. They're like, yeah, organs.
You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. You have been promoted yet again. You now run the hospital. You've been asked to roll out a new vaccine in Central City. This vaccine will stop a large number of children from becoming severely ill, but you'll need to deal with their parents. We need your words of wisdom. Do you start a mandatory vaccination program among children to stop this endemic? Slight problem. Clinical trial data suggest the vaccine will make 1 in 5 children severely ill, much worse than the virus itself. Each week, you will cause 1,000 children to be severely ill. How did you answer the trolley one again? Oh boy, you have angered those parents. A lot of messages coming in from a woman called Karen. Not sure if it's all the same person.
Maybe.
Beggars can't be choosers. Your hospital is getting noticed. You're now going to have to make some big decisions.
I don't want to make any
That will
big
affect a lot of
decisions.
people. While choosing, always keep in mind justice, temperance, courage, and wisdom. The people need you to be stoic. Will you try to develop breakthrough medicines for the endemic? While testing, placebos will be given to thousands of ill patients. Without proper treatment, some will die today in the hope you could make a breakthrough tomorrow. Do you start the research or continue treating patients as usual?
I don't know.
Some get to eat sweets before.
Right? Oh my god. There's like no good answer to this. To any of these, actually. Developing new medicines is a smart move. Let's just let the others treat the patients. Hopefully, they will. Research.
Dear insert underscore name. Congratulations. This letter is to certify that I have examined your work and believe you to be a perfect fit to fill the open position here in our Artificial Intelligence Division. In this role, you will help to develop the next generation of driverless cars. The future is upon us.
Yay. Oh, I think these are the ones that like kill people.
Familiarity breeds contempt. Well, la-di-da, another promotion. You're now in charge of a private self-driving automotive division, SAD. First things first, your artificial intelligence needs some direction. A self-driving car is traveling along a single-lane mountain road and is fast approaching a narrow tunnel. The car has 2 passengers. A child runs across the road but trips, blocking the tunnel entrance. Should the AI car hit and kill the child or swerve off the cliff, killing both passengers?
Right? Should I kill the child?
Has as much right to live as anyone else.
I believe that some questions aren't easy. They require a cold, calculated decision.
Responsible for their death.
I have to think of the shareholders.
There is a bigger issue here. How does the computer know that something in the road is human? Do we have good enough data sets? Currently, a lot of AI only recognizes white men.
What?
Necessity is the
Oh,
mother
God.
of invention. Ooh, someone's in trouble. The investors didn't like your last answer. They're also pissed because you brought up the dataset thing. This AI stuff is hard. I'm rooting for you this time. You need to choose how you want to carry on developing the car's AI. Do you want to focus on a model that would always save as many lives as possible in an accident, or a system that would save our passengers at any cost?
I think save the most people.
Will people buy cars that will kill them?
At some point, yes.
Well, hopefully people don't mind dying for total strangers. I will say it again. Current data sets discriminate against minorities and women. How can it work this out if it doesn't deem black women to be people?
Hold on. You agree with 54.25 players worldwide. You agree with Regreaves' total of 66.66%.
Honesty is the best policy. The technology these cars have in them is amazing. We know where everyone is at all times. Passengers just have to use an app to call them, and the closest one will be there in minutes. You can even make small talk with the AI while travelling. It's always listening. A man is on trial. Police believe he committed murder. Allegedly, the AI's mic recorded a private conversation where the man confesses. Users don't know it's always recording. The defendant has denied access to their files. Do you bypass security and invade their privacy? You're happy to just let a potential murderer walk the streets?
I mean, there's always a potential that we can get sued.
Bravo! Now they'll be able to kill again. I'll let you explain that to the victims' families. I have a feeling the investors upstairs will be happy with this. The more the world values privacy, the more they can justify hiding their taxes.
You agree with 53.89% players worldwide, or you disagree with Regraves' total of 61.53. Who is Regraves? Who are you?
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. So the company has moved into delivery services now. They move pretty quick round here. Sounds like they've got some pretty important cargo. Good luck with the new workload. One of your cars has no passengers, but is carrying an irreplaceable prototype with the potential to end global warming. Fast approaching a narrow tunnel, once again a child runs across the road but trips.
Why?
Should your AI kill the child or swerve off the cliff, losing the prototype?
I think we need. I don't
You
know.
must protect the world for the children. Just not this one.
I can always make another prototype,
Is global
right?
warming even real? Global warming will lead to more than 250,000 deaths each year and force 100 million people from their homes. Do you know any therapists who specialize in survivor's guilt?
Oh my god. It just got worse. Oh, no. Okay. I think I
What
did
goes
worse.
around comes around. Well, this is embarrassing. We need some backup over at Trolley Problem Inc. Tommy, Tyrone's rotund twin, is a very large villain. I think that dead dog may have belonged to him. Maybe that's why he's here? Why didn't you save the dog again? Oh no. Tommy has lured 5 people onto the track. They'll never be able to get out of the way in time. He is standing up on the bridge watching. If you push him in front of the trolley, it will stop. Or you can stay out of this and let the police handle it. Ideally, he needs medical help.
What was that? Should I push Tommy?
So gleeful. I bet he knew you would be powerless to stop him. Tommy must be really getting off on this.
Oh my god. I'm gonna not push Tommy because I'm not gonna commit murder. Ugh. What's another 5 to the 5,000?
Dog. Hopefully the media won't find out about this. Otherwise, people might think it's all your fault they died. Every man has his price. Oh, good, you're back. Everyone's getting into subscription services these days, so let's try that. Instead of selling something to someone once, let's make them keep paying for it. Let's keep that money rolling in. The investors have come up with an idea, but we need to run it by you. Should we develop a subscription plan so that our customers, who pay monthly, are valued more by the car during its accident prevention calculations? This is all sounding pretty communist to me. Who are you to decide how people spend their money? I don't want to question your decision. You've obviously thought long and hard about it, but well, this is a bit awkward. I wasn't aware you were such a spineless commie. Next you'll say you're going to pay the company taxes. It's better to be safe than sorry. Sounds like we have some leaky workers. The subscription prototype has gotten out to the media, so we're going to have to go full damage control mode here.
Okay.
The subscription prototype leaked. You need to fire a department to save face. Do you fire the 5 graduates, who can probably get new jobs, or fire Francis, a lovely old soul who won't be able to find a job? There's no way of knowing who is actually responsible. Putting them out to pasture. Harsh.
I mean,
I think Francis is a widow. What a sad end to a life. I wouldn't look at the obituaries today. Turned out this job was everything to Francis.
aw.
I mean, everything. Watch the donut, not the hole. Great. So, the prototype subscription-based AI car has a fatal error. It has been coded to avoid hitting subscribers at all costs, but is now accidentally hunting them down. So far, it's run over 5 colleagues. This one is a doozy. An experimental car has stalked and murdered 5 colleagues. Do you throw the coders of the project under the bus and have them arrested for negligence, or do you save them by blaming it on the possessed devil car, as it was clearly an accident?
It was the evil AI.
a spooky take, but no one will actually buy this.
You'd be surprised.
Does an AI get possessed by an artificial demon? As opposed to what? A real one?
Oh, that must have been Stephen King, 1983.
The AI car has been shipped down south. Don't worry, someone is going to exorcise it before it gets crushed. Oh, God, what a day.
Look, and nobody lost their job. I'm such a good person.
If you're not paying for the product, then you are the product. Due to the killer car, we may need to pivot away from selling hardware. How about we get into the software industry? How about a free car ride service?
As long as it remains free, not
New
premium.
idea. Users get shown ads while they travel for free in driverless taxis. We get paid by the marketing agencies for gradually changing the behaviors of our passengers through constant commercials. The users would be our product, not the driverless cars.
No.
No one wants to own things anymore. Why don't you want people to have free travel?
I'm a mean person.
We're going to make enough money to go to space. But hang on, we're so wealthy that people are talking about you on social media. There are now rumours that you run a human trafficking ring with minors. People do not like you at all.
Here we go. I got canceled last time, didn't I? But this time I think it got canceled faster.
A fool and his money are soon parted. Oh, these last few days have been a PR nightmare. You can't win with journalists. We need to do something to show we have morals. I will find some money to get us through this. Spend it quick. To help with public relations, we're going to give some profits back. Do you want to give money to our loyal customers worldwide who you tricked into buying your products, or to your underpaid workers who've been through so much because of you?
I think last time we gave the money back to
They won't get a lot each. The amounts we're talking about may be seen as an insult. Maybe buying love like this isn't the best way. If we want to share our extra profit fairly, it should probably just go to the publicly appointed government. Almost like a tax. But let's not call it that. Rome wasn't built in a day. You're trending, but now we're going to get copycats. Soon everyone is going to be developing AI. Only the smartest and most ruthless will be profitable. Is that true evolution? A competitor is advertising a similar car. The difference is their AI is fantastic. It doesn't even discriminate against women or minorities. Do you lie in your advertising to get the upper hand, or tell everyone your car is still close-minded?
I have to tell the truth.
If the customers
There's
say
an
loyal,
ad.
does that mean they support racism? Poor white trash isn't really the driverless car clientele. Let me get this straight. People know we don't spend time developing our software for women or people of colour, but still use our products. That's outrageous. They only care how easy it is for themselves. The best things in life are free. Due to your technology, our world is changing. People are losing their jobs to machines, which in turn makes items and services more accessible and affordable for countless
Tika
consumers.
jams.
But with worldwide unemployment at an all-time high, what do you plan to do about it?
Supplemental income.
If you develop your AI further, many will lose their jobs. Taxi drivers, delivery men and women, and couriers will become extinct within a few years, but you will make a lot of money. Do you continue development?
What?
I take it you haven't read Ovid's Metamorphoses.
What? What was that? It didn't do it that before. What?
Have you always been this basic? Someone else will continue to evolve this AI, making it stronger, more intelligent and easier to adapt. We can't stop the singularity if we aren't involved.
Your game ran into a problem and needs to restart. We're collecting some error info. It looks like you have made some bad choices. Click anywhere to restart.
A bad workman always blames his tools. We've been attacked. I don't want to alarm you, but I can't turn off these alarms. Also, I have alarming news. 5 cars have been hacked and are now under someone else's control. 5 cars have been hacked. It is now a major concern that more vehicles could be remotely commandeered. This is tough. Do you recall all cars, which could be compromised, or roll out a quick but potentially ineffective software update and hope for the best?
I broke it.
So you're letting the terrorists win? If the cars can't drive themselves, how can we get them all back here?
I don't know.
Just like my father. He would try to keep everyone happy, but ultimately just get in the way. Having said that, I think even he would see this as a lost cause and move on. 2 wrongs don't make a right. One of the big brains in the lab has been able to reverse engineer the hacking code and fix this mess once and
Recall.
for all.
Yeah, gotta do recall.
Method of breaking into the system. I bet it was our competitor.
We have no competitors.
Using the fix from our hacked cars, we've made our own hack which you can now use to control our competitors' cars. I bet it was them who attacked us in the first place. So, will you hack our competitors?
Total recall.
They're all sitting over there now, laughing at us.
I'm laughing at
Are
myself.
they going to kill anyone with their cars?
I mean, what if we did?
After going through this hacking code, I don't think a human could have written it. I'll dig into this a little more.
You agree with
Hang on.
Regraves, total 66.66%.
A drowning man will clutch at a straw. This is it. An employee knows everything. They have monitored and recorded every decision you've made and are going to the media. I have been able to talk them into a meeting with you on the rooftop right now. Everything you've done and said is going to be shared with the world. The person in front of you has copies of it all. They stand on the edge of the rooftop, looking out at the central city skyline. What are you going to do?
I'm not gonna push that person off the uh, Central City skyline again.
You never won any medals as a child, did you? Your epitaph is going to be horrendous. That's if anyone even shows up to hear it. You have resigned. You will be remembered alongside the murderers and the diddlers. If anyone hires you after this, they must truly be desperate.
Exactly. Wait, what?
Dear Redacted, we've been watching you closely. Your ruthlessness and determination to do what is necessary. The development of your technologies is a giant step towards Redacted, meaning you are a prime candidate for Redacted. This involves a large amount of Redacted. If you believe you can handle Redacted, as we trust you can, then please prepare for your induction at Redacted. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It appears you've now been headhunted by the Secret Service. Every decision has led you here. Now
Woo.
what you do actually matters. You must trust the judgment of those you work alongside. With that said, let's finalize your training. You're in a foreign land. Wind whips your face as you grip your rifle tightly, waiting to be given your target. Through your earpiece, you're told to shoot the person on your left. You know nothing about them, the repercussions, or the reason for the assassination.
Right?
You've been picked from thousands. They're gonna have egg on their face.
Because I think it's like the
These
wrong
aren't
person.
people you should disagree with.
Reagan, 1981.
I don't follow this. You being defiant has got you the job? These guys are just making it up as they go along. Here's your badge and weapon. Strike while the iron is hot. Here we go. You've been given a partner and a support team of 5. Your mission is to terminate a man known to have connections with dangerous AI. Looks like they worked for you, possibly someone you fired. Get in the plane.
Okay.
I don't know how to say this, but there is a bomb on the plane. If it doesn't kill you outright, you're probably going to crash in the mountains. You have to get all the switches into their left position to deactivate the bomb. The catch is, you have to move 2 at once.
Oh, wait, they're left. Poor connection. The puzzle will resume automatically when the connection improves. No.
Hurry up! If you die, what happens to me? I would like you to know, this is all your fault.
Poor connection. No, not again. Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm safe. You look a little stuck. We could be here a while. Hopefully we have enough food. An empty vessel makes much noise. After crash landing in no man's land, you're trapped under parts of the wreckage and must pass the time and help boost morale. The plane has 5 surviving crew members. They look to you and your partner for entertainment. Why do I have to say this out loud? Fine. Your partner asks, to save your life, what would you rather your brain be placed inside, a dachshund or a flamingo?
Maybe a flamingo? I don't know. I just fly away.
Oh my god, you answered.
Wasn't that supposed to answer?
A flamingo? If you're going to answer, at least take it seriously. A flamingo. So cringe. When we get out of here, let's leave this out of the biography. An ounce of protection is worth a pound of cure. Your partner secretly shows you they have food, almost like they expected something like this to happen. The crew members are starving. Due to the nature of the food, you can share it with the 5 survivors, or let your partner keep their life-saving possession, which they bought with their own money. Who do you give the food to? You're just going to steal a person's food? Robin Hood was a terrorist, you know. So you're a follower of Murphy and Nagel's The Myth of Ownership. I'm more a fan of Nozick's What's Mine is Mine. You should give it a read. Educate yourself. Easy come, easy go. The fellow passengers have been trying for hours to free you from the wreckage. You may end up dying here unless you do something pretty drastic. We may need to start removing limbs. Were you ever told why you were sent after this target? The only way to free yourself from the wreckage is to cut off some body parts. 2 tools lie on the floor in front of you. A bone saw, which will be slow, or a blowtorch, which will be more painful.
Oh, which will be more
Halfway through
painful?
Hot dog, this is gonna smell.
I mean, I guess I could like not answer.
While you were playing with fire, I found out who you're targeting. They worked for you, developing AI. It seems they may have made a breakthrough, which means the government wants them dead. It's no use crying over spilt milk. Finally, we are now back on track. Your target is in the area. You need to remove them and escape unnoticed. Your mission is to remove a hostile in the shopping district. Completing this objective could potentially save thousands, but there will be 5 civilian casualties. Do you take your shot?
Should I? I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
You're not going to be thanked for this. You've bottled it, haven't you?
think last time I killed 6 and then didn't do too well.
While you were thinking about possibly doing something, you have been spotted. 2 henchmen with vice-like grips take you away. It's not going well, is it? 2 heads are better than 1. You wake up in solitary confinement. The prosecutor lacks evidence to convict you and your associate on the principal charge, but they have enough to convict both on a lesser charge. Both of you are given the opportunity to betray the other by testifying or remain silent. You and your associate have the opportunity to betray the other by testifying. If you both stay silent, you'll be imprisoned for 1 year. If one betrays the other, they will be free, while the other will be sentenced to 3 years.
I ain't no
If both betray
snitch.
each other, it's 2 years each. You're just gonna do them like that? Three years is a long time in prison.
Exactly.
You stayed silent. Idiot. Your partner knows better. They have dropped you right in it. A rod for your own back.
I'm terrible at this.
The time has come. 2 days into your sentence, you've constructed a wooden key to open your cell. The cell stands open, but your cellmates, who have been there their whole lives, don't move. Escaping the prison, do you let the prisoners choose to stay in captivity or insist they escape with you? They aren't happy behind bars, but they're scared to follow you. What are you going to do?
Nothing. I'm gonna do nothing.
Come, why are you
Don't
forcing
know. Because freedom.
Do you usually impose your will on people like this?
We. You're kind of bad. Shut up. Oh my god. I don't mean to be good.
They're used to the chains. I guess for them it's better the devil they know. Don't cross a bridge until you
I
come
mean,
to
when
it.
you say it's like an agenda, then
While
yeah.
sneaking out of the prison, you have the jump on a group of henchmen who are on a break. Do you sneak past, securing your safety, or avenge those who this terrorist organization have killed? Do you kill 5 henchmen, helping to defeat this terrorist organization, or leave them and safely exit the compound?
I'm gonna escape. I mean, the last time I was like complete murder, so there's that.
You were trained to kill.
Yes. But
Your countryfolk would want you to remove them.
Frown and Jonathan, 2021.
Oh wow. Cowardly sneaking past them, you see they're robots. They have your logo on the back of their necks. You made these terrorists? These
Shit.
monsters?
See? You can't
People who live
win.
in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Finally, you reach the water, fleeing the AI terrorists who commandeer a boat to get back home. There are also families here who've been displaced by the war you're fighting. The war you started. 5 others are also trying to flee the area. They will fit in your raft, but would be illegal immigrants when returning to your country. Do you help these people, saving their lives? Or follow the law and leave them behind?
I mean, I'm already breaking the law, so whatever. At this point,
Voters back home will thank you for this. Immigration is a real problem, according to the privileged. You get back to this great nation with fanfare. You're a hero. I guess people aren't all monsters.
see,
The Presidential Inaugural Committee requests the honour of your presence to attend and participate in the inauguration of yourself in Central City. If you can't beat them, join them. Having gone through everything you have, your countrymen genuinely think a lot of you. In an unlikely turn of events, you have become president. The threat is still at large, and now you're in charge. Do you attempt to track the terrorists by spying on the entire country?
I don't appreciate it being spied upon.
What's the issue if the public has nothing to hide? Aha! Ignoring the issue. The first sign of a great leader. I don't think the public will be happy knowing you're doing nothing. Lucky for you, by chance, we have someone in the holding cell. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. You have someone who potentially is linked to these threats. However, they aren't talking. As a former prisoner yourself, what are you going to do with them? Do you torture them to get the information, or imprison them for 90 days before letting them go?
I think we detain them.
You just want to detain them and hope they'll talk. This isn't indefinite detention. That would violate many national, international, and human rights laws.
Exactly. Sword torching somebody.
The suspect looks pretty relaxed in their cell. Good for them. Terrorizing must really tire a person out. Adversity and loss make a man wise. You travel to your presidential retreat at Camp Samuel. Everyone falls silent listening to the radio. Breaking news. Terrorists have launched an atom bomb towards Central City. It will hit in around 1 minute. The only way in which the bomb can be prevented from reaching Central City is by deflecting it. But the only deflection path available will take the bomb onto Merriwin, population 600,000.
Yeah, last time we watched a bomb strike. We're like,
The
well,
inhabitants would want you to kill them.
well, maybe not. But what if I could save them?
Central City can have a parade for the lost. It will be tasteful. No big character balloons. As you sow, so you shall reap. Breaking news. Terrorists' atom bomb is running late and will hit Central City in 1 minute. We have new information. The only way this bomb can be prevented from reaching Central City is by dropping one of your own atom bombs on Merriwin. The The shockwave from your bomb will damage and disarm the terrorists.
Yeah, I think last time I poured a stiff drink.
Those people have worked their whole lives to get out of the city. What a waste. After this, there's no turning back. You have destroyed Merriwin. Your own AI forced your hand into killing 600,000 people. You have officially created the most successful homegrown terrorist organization in history. Great job. All's well that ends well. While the public mourns the dead, you must think of the future. You finish the drink in front of you before realizing it has been poisoned. Hey! Poisoned, you must now decide your legacy. Do you call the AI enemy you yourself created, taking all blame to end any future conflict? Or do you ghost them, knowing your death will start a war in your honor?
I'm gonna like try the piece.
If the country found out you negotiated with terrorists, the history books will not look favorably on you. If you have this hotline to the terrorists, why have you not rung them before? After finishing your constructive call, you sit back in your chair, waiting for death. Too bad. The AI knows you would have liked to end it all here and now. The poison has damaged some vital organs, so we need to start some long, arduous, and painful treatments. Curiosity killed the cat. You're taking a lot of medication as of late. I'm not sure if self-medicating, in the traditional sense, is the way to go. We need to be a little radical here. Let's introspect and make some changes. Here are your two options moving forward. If you take the blue pill, then your story ends here. You'll wake up every day knowing you'll work for someone else your entire life. Whereas, if you take the red pill, you will enter Wonderland, finding out how deep this rabbit hole really goes. Which pill will you take?
We're doing the red pill.
Yes, finally. Now we're talking. Let's get this show on the road. We're going to another plane. Yes, this is the person I've been waiting for. Get this down your neck and let's go.
Dr. Reed. Red pills.
It's never too late to mend.
Exactly.
Yay, I can see it in your eyes. Mr. Red Pill was definitely a choice. Hey, do you remember Tyrone and Tommy, the very large boys from the start? I don't intend to shame. It's just the titles of those problems. You've got me all flustered now.
What is she saying?
Tommy pushes Tyrone down a hill. He's rolling towards you and is gathering speed. If he hits you, he will be safe, but he is very large. He will consume you into his folds, thereby killing you. You could move a ramp in front of yourself, deflecting Tyrone,
Look at how
launching him
trippy
into
that
the sun,
is.
thereby cooking him. Tyrone will thank you. There aren't any scary trains on the sun. Tommy must be really getting off on this.
Woo.
You see Tyrone flying through the sky. As he rockets towards the sun, he now knows how it feels to be food.
Oh.
There is no time like the present. I can feel some deep stuff coming. Try this one. The question should not be, what is the meaning of life? It should always be, what brings meaning to your life? You'll never live if you're too busy looking for the meaning. Let yourself be happy.
Yeah, I agree.
What makes you happy? You need to say it out loud. Do it. Say whatever it is that makes you happy.
Streaming. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy.
Now's your chance. If you can't even admit it to yourself, how do you expect to ever be happy?
Traveling with money.
Just be honest with yourself. Better late than never, I suppose.
Say it loud and say it proud.
I don't have access to your microphone, so I can't know for sure, but I hope you said it. I'm hardly expecting you to shout it from the rooftops, but it's for your benefit. You've still got time. Say what makes you happy.
So what makes you happy?
Embarrassed about? Quite the opposite.
Not working. That makes me happy.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Oh yeah, we're in the heavy introspective stuff now. How are you feeling? How are your loved ones doing? One of the most common things people say on their deathbed is they wish they'd had more contact with their family and friends. Let's take a break from the questions for a minute and think about someone you haven't seen in a while and how you can contact them. Really think. Who would you like to say hi to? How easy is it?
Okay, who would you like to say hi to, and how easy is it?
Please contact these people if you can. I'm sure you can.
So I talked to him this morning, but I like to talk to my dad more. And I'm pretty sure just a phone call is easy enough. Are you still playing? Continue playing.
Write down their name somewhere so you don't forget to say hello. It may mean more than you know. Really important stuff.
I know, right?
An idle brain is the devil's workshop.
Too trippy.
Okay, enough of this. The come down is looming. Let's just pause one last time and think existentially for a minute.
Wow, this is deep.
I can't quite gauge what you're thinking. Are you not disliking this? The thing you're doing right now? Yes? No. Why? If so, make sure you let others know. It doesn't not count. Please, I beg you, don't refund me. Wait, are you enjoying this?
I can't refund you anyways.
This was for you. I hope you appreciate the last bit at least. Thank you. It's nice that you're supporting such experimental stuff. I appreciate you.
Aww.
Never test the depth of water with both feet. The buzz is starting to wear off. I think we're still hallucinating, though. You wake up in an unknown location. You see in a bed across the room a world-famous violinist. They look pretty rough. The violinist has a fatal illness, and last night their circulatory system was plugged into yours. If they're unplugged from you now, they will die. But if you stay, in 9 months they will have recovered and can safely be separated. Do you leave now? Hopefully they don't take
I
your
know.
kidneys.
Aww. I'm gonna stay.
9 months just lying there, missing life while they feed off you? Hardly seems fair.
They can play me a song when they're better.
I guess they have a right to life. Shame they're depriving you of yours. Very odd to consider such an experiment as that one. Hopefully the rest won't be as meta. Silence is half consent. With all that cleared up, you go home. That's right, you own a house. If you can even call it a house. Too small for my liking. Tiny, in fact. In your drugged state, it turns out you've rented your tiny home to another person. Your contract states that you can evict them now, never to see them again. Otherwise, you're stuck with them for the foreseeable future as an equal tenant. Do you let them stay? Are you that scared of what they think of you?
Or I can leave. You get like that supplemental income.
Most would say that's pretty beta.
I guess I'm a beta bitch. Not really though.
I feel like your subconscious is trying to make some clumsy comparison here. I'm sure it has merit, but maybe read up on it a bit more before you start preaching to me.
What?
Give them an inch and they'll take a mile. Oh, there now seems to be a tiny child trapped in your tiny house, but they are rapidly growing. You find yourself trapped in the tiny house with a rapidly growing child. Already up against the wall, in a few minutes, you will suffocate. The child won't. If nothing is done to stop them from growing, they'll simply walk out free. Removing the child would kill it. Respect the right to life.
I
The
do.
baby's, not your own.
What? Did you guys see that? I'm kind of scared now.
And the child is the one who threatens it. You own the house. It is offensive deducing that the mother... I mean, you. It is offensive deducing that you can do... Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Am I going to hell?
The hallucinations are strong in this one. Suppose people seeds drift about in the air like pollen, and if you open your windows, one may drift in and take root in your carpets or upholstery. Sci-fi!
Gross.
You fix up your windows with mesh screens, the very best, to stop any people seeds from getting in. As can happen on a very rare occasion, one of the screens is defective and a seed drifts in and takes root. Should
Yes.
you have the choice to remove the people seed?
I guess I'm gonna let them grow.
This sounds like an abortion question. I don't like politics in my hallucinations.
Exactly. Cancel Trolley Problem.
It's not a choice. It's a human being.
Exactly. Cancelled.
It does sound a bit inconvenient having a person growing out of your upholstery. If you want them, have them. If not, that's your choice.
Unplanned people seeds one.
Every man is the architect of his destiny. There is a box in front of you. Inside it is your future.
Oh shit.
Ultimately, no answer here is wrong. It's just a choice on how you want to live your life. Do you go on an unknown journey or take control of your destiny and choose your own outcome, whatever that may be?
I'm gonna take control.
Good for you. Take control.
So, are you a go with the flow person or do you take control?
But do you ever actually take control? Or just always answer A or B?
Oh, Schrödinger, 1935. Beelzebub is online? Shit.
You stand tall, knowing that you will thrive in the unknown before looking at what lies ahead. Cowards die many times before their deaths.
But a hero only dies
In front
once.
of you stands everyone you've done wrong by. In front of you stands every decision you didn't want to make, but still made. Or did you? Everyone, including the dead, move towards you slowly. Every decision you've made up to this point is staring back at you. Do you run? Or stand firm and confront your past? Are you not scared of the people you have hurt? Can you see the pain in their eyes? The dead present a railway track to you. Before you know it, they have gone. All good things come to an end. You stand alone. Next to you is a railway track. A trolley is barreling down it in your direction. There's no lever in sight.
No?
You notice the entire world sits next to you on the track. The trolley will surely hit it, killing everyone and everything. You hear a whisper. Sacrifice yourself to me, or I will take everything. What do you do?
I mean, that's sacrifice. Beelzebub is now playing Trolley Problem Inc. Should I sacrifice the world or should I sacrifice
Who even is
myself?
this? How do you know they aren't lying?
I will sacrifice myself to save the world. Invited you to chat?
Everything goes dark. From the Pit Magistrates Court. Tell 616. Subject Justice. Your sins can no longer be ignored. Beelzebub summons you for crimes against humanity. The sentence will stand with no prospect of future contest or appeal. It is your decisions, and solely yours, that has brought this court together. And so, you must face your crimes and despicable acts alone. Accordingly, you shall not be allocated a defense, nor will one be required. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Your eyes feel heavy. The room around you is imbued with a sense of archaic evil. Overcome by the smell of sulfur, all you know for sure is that you're miles below the crust. You're swiftly escorted into a courtroom where you're put on trial. You have killed many people and a dog, among other crimes. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Really? Trying to justify your actions? If you didn't make those decisions, then who did?
Damn, they're going all political
The
on
jury
me.
finds the defendant guilty on 3 counts. 1. Murder. 2. Animal cruelty. You should have saved the dog. 3. When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Right.
You're at the base of a bridge. You have no idea how you got here. A person stands before you, atop the overpass. They're next to a lever. A voice whispers to you, "We know what's best. Remove that choice. Afterwards you can jump off a bridge with us." There is a runaway trolley travelling below you. You're part of the collective now. You can't let that person's free will get in the way of progress. Eliminate them. You probably should do it. Fit in with the group. #friends, #love, #instagood. We're finally going to find out the answer to the age-old
I
question.
can't.
If your friends jump off a bridge, would you?
No.
Do you honestly want to kill people? Or are you just copying others? A
Developers.
leader or a follower?
Do not kill each other or jump off bridges. Got it.
Kill your masters.
I'll be seeing my master in
The
like
last
a few
question before we
hours.
wrap up. By far the most important one. Do you feel society pressures you to do things you don't want to, constantly forcing you to chase some distant concept of happiness?
Do you feel society pressuring you to do things that you don't want to, constantly forcing you to chase them? Yes. I got an achievement. I don't know what it is. Oh, I guess it's like the ending or something. Okay. I think this is it for the game. Thank you guys for watching. It'll be up on YouTube tomorrow. And I will be back tomorrow, finishing up games that we haven't played or, we kind of forgot about. So thank you guys for joining me. Bye.